Assalamu alaikum everybody, how are you? Hope you are well. This is Mohammad Ashraful Islam, lecturer, Department of Physics, Milestone College. Today I am here taking an online class. Today I am going to discuss the gravity and gravitation from chapter 6 for class 12. Today I am going to solve some MCQ questions on the topic of gravity and gravitation. I hope this class will help you in your next exam. Okay, let's start our today's class. Let's have a look the importance value of the chapter. The first is gravitational constant. You know, gravitational constant is a constant value which is 6.67 into 10 to the power minus 11, and unit of gravitational constant G is Newton meter square per kg square. Mass of the earth is denoted by capital M, and value of mass of the earth is 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. Radius of the earth is denoted by R, and its value is 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter. Density of the earth is 5.49 into 10 to the power 3 kg meter per cube. And acceleration due to gravity G at pole is 9.832 meter per second square, and at equator 9.790 meter per second square. You know, acceleration due to gravity is maximum in pole and minimum in equator. So you can see here the value of acceleration due to gravity at pole is 9.83, which is greater than value of acceleration due to gravity at equator region, which is 9.790 meter per second square. And at Dhaka, the acceleration due to gravity is 9.783 meter per second square, and at Rajshahi, its value is 9.79 meter per second square. Now, at last, escape velocity for the Earth's surface, which is denoted by VE, its value is 11.2 kilometer per second. This all information is very important for your MCQ. Let's see the formula. Acceleration due to gravity. You know, acceleration due to gravity on the Earth's surface is G equal to capital G capital M divided by R square. And acceleration due to gravity at h meter height from the Earth's surface is G equal to capital G capital M divided by R plus h whole square. And that is another formula to calculate acceleration due to gravity, which is 1 minus 2h divided by R into G. And acceleration due to gravity at d meter depth, which formula is 1 minus h divided by capital R into G. And acceleration due to gravity at lambda altitude is G minus omega square R cos square lambda. Here lambda is the altitude. Now gravitational force, intensity and gravitational potential. The formula to calculate gravitational force is F equal to capital G m1 m2 divided by R square. This is the Newton's law of gravitation. Second, gravitational field intensity, which is denoted by E, and to calculate the gravitational field intensity is E equal to F by M. Here F is the force, M is the mass, and that is another formula, which is capital G capital M divided by R square, and the relation between gravitational field and gravitational field intensity and gravitational potential is E equals to minus dV by dr. And finally, gravitational potential. The formula of gravitational potential is V equal to W by M. Here W is the work done, M is the mass, and there is another formula of gravitational potential, which is V equal to minus Gm by R. You can see here all the quantities are given. Here you can see all the significance of the quantity are given. Capital G, gravitational constant. Capital M, mass of the earth. Capital R, radius of the earth. GH, acceleration due to gravity at h meter height from the earth's surface. Here GD is acceleration due to gravity at d meter depth from the earth's surface. G lambda means acceleration due to gravity at lambda latitude. Here omega is the angular velocity, F gravitational force, R is the distance between two objects, E is gravitational field intensity or gravitational intensity, V, capital V is the gravitational potential, and W is the work done, velocity. The formula of escape velocity is V equal to root over 2 capital G capital M divided by capital R. And there is another formula to calculate the escape velocity, which is root over 2gr. That means you can say the acceleration due to, that means escape velocity depends on the radius of the earth and acceleration due to gravity. The second formula, at h height from the earth's surface, the escape velocity is root over 2 capital G capital M divided by capital R plus H, or root over 2G capital R plus capital H. Here H is the height from the earth's surface. Now stationary satellite. To calculate the velocity of stationary satellite is V equal to root over capital G capital M divided by capital R plus H. There is another formula to calculate velocity of the satellite, 2 pi into capital R plus H divided by capital T. Here capital T is the time period of the satellite, and the formula to calculate the time period of the satellite is 2 pi root over R plus H whole cube divided by capital G capital M. Another formula is 2 pi capital R plus capital E divided by V. Here V is the velocity of the satellite. And to calculate the height of the stationary satellite, A is equal to capital G capital M T square divided by 4 pi square whole 1/3 minus R. This is the formula for our chapter gravity and gravitation. Now I am going to discuss the unit and the dimensions of the chapter. Here you can see the gravitational constant. The unit of gravitational constant is Newton meter square per kg square, and the dimension of gravitational constant is m inverse L cube T inverse 2. Let's see the unit of gravitational constant. We know the formula to calculate gravitational force, F equal to capital G m1 m2 divided by r square. Now we want to calculate the unit of capital G, so that we can write G equal to F r square divided by m1 m2. Now if we put the value of F, which is force, which unit is Newton, r is distance between two objects, which unit is meter, m1 is the mass, which unit is kg, m2 is mass, which unit is also kg. So if we put the unit of force is Newton, distance is meter, and we have square, so we will put meter square, and the unit of mass is kg, and we can write here kg square. So finally we can write the unit of gravitational constant is Newton meter square per kg square. That is the unit of gravitational constant G. Now let us calculate the dimension of gravitational constant. Again we know the gravitational force F equal to capital J m1 m2 divided by r square. So if you want to calculate the dimension of capital G, then you can write capital G equals to F r square divided by m1 into m2. Now, if I put the dimension of m L per t square, and we know dimension of r is L and we have square, so we will put a square, so we can write L square divide by dimension of m is mass is m, so we can write here m. From will be cancelled out, so we can write the expression in this way: meter m inverse L cube and T inverse 2, that is the dimension of gravitational constant. You can see here m inverse L cube T inverse 2. Now the unit of acceleration due to gravity. Though it's acceleration, and we know the unit of acceleration is meter per second square and the dimension of acceleration is L T inverse 2. Gravitational potential. The unit of gravitational potential is joule per kg and the dimension of gravitational potential is L square T inverse 2. Let us see the dimension and the unit of gravitational potential. We know gravitational potential V equal to W by M. Here W is the work done and M is the mass of the body, and we know unit of work done is joule and mass of the object is kg. So we can write the unit of gravitational potential is joule per kg. Now the dimension of V. We know the dimension of the work done is m L square T inverse 2 and the dimension of mass is m. So we can write the dimension of gravitational potential is L square T inverse 2. Now the unit of gravitational field intensity or gravitational intensity. And you know the gravitational intensity, the unit of gravitational intensity is Newton per kg and the dimension of gravitational intensity is LT inverse 2. Let's see the unit and dimension of gravitational intensity. From the formula of gravitational intensity, we can write E equals to F by Q. That means the amount, that means if a unit mass of body is placed in the gravitational field, then the force which is acquired, it is called gravitational intensity, which is denoted by capital E. Here F is the force and we know the unit of force is Newton and M is mass and we know the unit of mass is kg. So we can write the unit of gravitational field intensity is Newton per kg. Now dimension of gravitational field intensity. If we put the dimension of force which is m L T inverse 2 and the mass and the dimension of mass is capital M, we can cancel out m and m, then we can write L T inverse 2. This is the dimension of gravitational field intensity or gravitational intensity. Now I am going to discuss the graph of acceleration due to gravity. You know acceleration due to gravity is depends on the radius of the earth. First question is, which one of the following graph of acceleration due to gravity and d, that means depth, from the earth's surface? That means if a body taken from the earth's surface to the inside of the earth, then what is the graph of acceleration due to gravity and the radius of the earth or depth? We know acceleration due to gravity is inversely proportional the radius of the earth when a body took from earth's surface to the inside of the earth. Here you can see if r is increase, then acceleration due to gravity will be decrease. So when we come from earth's surface to the inside of the earth, in that case radius of the earth will be decreased, and when radius of the earth is decreased, acceleration due to gravity will be increased. Similarly, if radius of the earth is increased, acceleration due to gravity will be decreased. Let's see the option. The first option is the radius of the earth is increased, that is why acceleration due to gravity is decreased, and that is the uniform graph. In option C, radius of the earth is increased, similarly acceleration due to gravity is also increased. That is not correct one, and that is also not correct one. So our correct answer is A. Second question is, a body is thrown vertically upward. Which of the following graph indicates the change of potential energy and h? That means if we throw a body in vertically upward, then acceleration due to gravity is changed with the change of height. Here potential energy depends on height. If height is increased, potential energy will be increased. That means potential energy is proportional to the height. So look at the option. The first option is due to the increase of height, potential energy will be increased. And the second option, due to the increase of height, the potential energy will be decreased. So our right option is option A. Hope you have understand. Now multiple choice question. Look at the question. The question says escape velocity of a body. Option is depends on the mass of the object. Its value on the earth surface is 11.2 km per second, and option 3 is depends on the acceleration due to gravity. So which option is correct? We know the formula of escape velocity is VE equals to root over 2gm divided by r. There is another formula which is root over 2 small g and capital R. So from that equation we can see the acceleration. So from that equation we can see escape velocity depends on radius of the earth, mass of the planet, and acceleration due to gravity. Let's see the option here. Acceleration depends on mass of the object, but in the formula we can see there is no quantity of mass of the object. That means escape velocity does not depends on mass of the object. So our first option is not correct. Let's see the second option. Its value of the earth surface is 11.2 km per second. If we put the value of g is 9.8, and we know radius of the earth is 6.4 into 10 to the power 6, then the result will be 11.2 km per second. So our option 2 is right. Now the option 3, escape velocity depends on the acceleration due to gravity. We can see escape velocity depends on acceleration due to gravity. So option 3 is also correct option. So our right answer will be 2 and 3. That means answer option B is correct. Now next question, question 4. Question is, in case of gravitational potential, the formula of gravitational potential is V equal to minus gm by r. This is correct, and its unit is joule per kg. This also correct because we know gravitational potential is V and his formula is W by m. Here W is the work done, m is mass. If we put the unit of work done joule and mass is kg, so the unit of gravitational potential will be joule per kg. So second option is also right. Now 3, it is a vector quantity. We know potential or gravitational potential is not a vector quantity. Gravitational potential is a scalar quantity. So option 3 is not correct. So our right option is 1, 2. So our right option is A. That is the correct answer. Let's solve some mathematical problem. The first mathematical problem is, what is the acceleration due to gravity at 200 km height from the earth's surface? We know to calculate the acceleration due to gravity at h meter height from the earth's surface, the formula is g equal to 1 minus 2h divided by r into g. Here g is the acceleration due to gravity, r is the radius of the earth, and h is the height. So here height is given 2 into 10 to the power 5 meter divided by, we know the radius of the earth is 6.4 into 10 to the power 6, and here g is the acceleration due to gravity on the earth surface, and we know acceleration due to gravity on the earth surface is 9.8. After calculation we will get the value of 9.15. That is the answer of question C. So if we choose the option 1 is right. The higher ability based question, follow the figure and answer the question 6 and 7. Here you can see earth is given, and at 7 into 10 to the power 5 meter distance there is a geostationary satellite, and the radius of the earth is given here. So what is the question number 6? The question 6 is, what is the velocity of the satellite? We know to calculate the velocity of the satellite, the formula is v equal to root over gm divided by r plus h. Here g is the acceleration due to gravity, m is the mass of the earth, capital R is radius of the earth, h is height, and height of the satellite from the earth surface is given 7 into 10 to the power 5. And if we put all the value in that equation, then we will get E is the gravitational constant, whose value is 6.67 into 10 to the power inverse 11. M is the mass of the earth, whose value is 6 into 10 to the power 24, that is the constant value. Radius of the earth is also constant value, whose value is 6.4 into 10 to the power 6, plus the value of h is given here 7 into 10 to the power 5. After calculation we will get the value of 7.501 kilometer per seconds. That is the value of velocity of satellite. So our right option is A. Now next question, the question is, what is the time period of the satellite? The formula to calculate the time period of the satellite is T equals to root over 4 pi square r plus h whole cube divided by capital G capital M. If we put all the value, then we will get the value is 1 hour 39 minutes. So our right option will be option A. That's all for today. Hope you have understand.